Hey guys, my name is Crantonimo. I am a senior tech lead at a Fortune 50 company. I've been working in the software industry for over 8 years and have done consulting on an enterprise level, late stage startup, some smaller projects, one-to-one clients. I'm taking everything that I've learned through all of my experience in many different parts of the software lifecycle and doing reviews on currently available apps in the marketplace. We're using this to learn as much as we can on how to build really good apps, what people do really well, what they miss, and how it kind of feels as a user. Some possibly new things that we haven't done before that we can take from pre-existing apps and implement into our applications as we're building them. For this week's video, we're reviewing TidyCal. The purpose of TidyCal is basically a Calendly replacement. What they do is they try to remove all of the niche, kind of nice to have features of Calendly, and instead of having all of those things for a higher price tag, they really narrow it down to the basic use case for Calendly and make it significantly cheaper. The way I'm going to structure this review is we're going to start with the landing page, the communication there, what the onboarding process is like, and then we'll move into how to use the app, how user friendly it is, what features they have, integrations, all of that, things they did well, things they need to work on, and my final thoughts and what we can take away from it. So starting with the landing page communication, the simplest way to book and schedule meetings. Really great value proposition. I know exactly what this is for. Enter your email use for free. Big bright CTA. It's a little ugly, but I think it works fine. It could be just cleaned up a little bit. It's almost too even. Social proofing here with product hunt, product of the day. Banner's good. Once a lifetime deal forever, only $29. They have an example here of the app. It looks like Calendly. Looks like it was pretty similar functionality there. They have like a little clever sort of what's going on in the text here. This is a test booking page to show you how TidyCal really works. I can change the color. I can use formatting, really get your attention. Enjoy the test booking with Calendly. Oh, you can actually use it. I didn't notice that at first. Oh, okay, that's actually pretty badass. Because I was gonna say this is a really good opportunity for like a gift to show you how something works. Test@gmail.com. And then, yeah, I'm awesome. Book event. Really cool. That's one of those things I might have to implement myself into some of my own stuff because I didn't realize that you could do that. And that is so neat. Like right on the landing page, you can have like a demo that you can use. One thing is that I've looked at this landing page over a good amount. I had no idea that I could do that. It has to be made a little bit more obvious. Enjoy the test booking with TidyCal. I guess I didn't take the time to read it, and maybe other users won't either. If you're gonna have something cool or unique like this, it's got to be really like dummy proof. Your user is potentially 5 years old and has the attention span of a mosquito. Got to dummy proof it. Is like you got to tell people that that's what you're gonna do. More CTAs, which is good after you demonstrate value. More CTAs. People love using TidyCal. That seems like unnecessary. I think it would be better if they just said, this is why, or like they had a reason why people would love using TidyCal. Like people love the simplicity of TidyCal or something like that. No credit cards, forever free plan, really cool. Gives me like a really good excuse to just start using it. I know I'm only gonna lose time when I'm starting to use it. More social proofing. Reviews look real. They're really messy. They need to be cleaned up a little bit. They need to put like a focus review that demonstrates the value of the product really concisely. So if you look at Pretty Prompt, which I reviewed last week, you can see here how they have singled out reviews that seriously demonstrate the value of the product in an incredibly concise and quick way, but they still have all their other reviews here. So you see that they have like all these real reviews, but they single out reviews that they want you to show, and they do this in a very clean manner. This is incredibly messy. It looks really cheap. This section is fantastic. So why choose TidyCal? So this is the first place on the entire landing page. Like immediately I see it's the simplest way to do things, but I use Calendly. I think Calendly's fine. It's pretty simple. I know there's some special, more advanced things to Calendly, but it does what I need it to do, and it's not really very hard to use. So that's not really going to make me care about using this very much. What really hits is this. Calendly, from what they're saying here, unlimited booking types, 96 a year, custom. Look how much more expensive all of these things are. And then they're like, you only pay 29 bucks. All these primary things that you're mostly using Calendly for, unless you're a super power user and you're using niche features, most users, they're getting value from these things. You're going to pay $29 instead of 144 a year, 96 a year, and one-time payment here. That is, that's everything. Like if you're going to make a replacement for a popular software, and especially like higher echelon software, like this is a decent sized company and everything, you got to put price difference in the front view. Like that is the one thing that differentiates you the most. And that's the one reason why people would choose you if it's a replacement for a probably better software, because Calendly is really good software. But at 29 bucks as opposed to this expense, yeah, I'm 100% trying this. That would save me so much money. Major problem here, these all say $29. This says $29. This says $39. That's just probably a mistake, but it needs to be fixed. Onboarding. Easy onboarding. I can log in, register. I sign up with Google. Pretty cool. So I can log right in with Google. This is the first time I'm using this Google account. I'm presented with what people are probably mostly using for their calendars, and I can just easily do this. And then that is massive. So right after I've integrated my initial calendar, the one that I probably use the most, now it's like you can use our product and you don't have to completely change from using Calendly, because you definitely, almost certainly, are using Calendly if you know about this product, but you don't have to change what you're doing already. You can try using our product and connect it with Calendly so that you can use both and see if this was actually going to replace Calendly for you and allow you to save all that money. That's amazing. I love that. Onboarding is super easy. Get started with TidyCal. You get this big CTA here. You can, and it has all these steps of making sure that you have all the basic things set up so that you can be successful with this software. There's not much help other than that, just these basic things. I did notice initially when I was looking at this is that it doesn't happen immediately. So you notice I had to go to dashboard and then come back to booking types. I really like this feature. This can be a little bit divisive because I didn't ask for this, but it is very short. It just makes it so like those are one things that maybe they notice that people don't pay attention to or have questions about, and they just give you a little bit interactive, but it doesn't happen on the first initial viewing of the page. I think what would be better is if you had like a button that says take interactive tour for this page, and maybe if you want to do interactive tutors, like take interactive tutor for dashboard, take interactive tutor for booking types, that would be infinitely better, because then I'm choosing to do it. I know there's something because now I like, if I didn't, maybe if I just clicked through it and I'm looking at this for the first time, I kind of wish I could see that again, because I want to see if that was going to help me using the app. Okay, I'm greeted when I first come into the app. I'm greeted with the primary use case immediately. They could have made the choice for me to be here first, but this is not the primary use case. This is not where I'm going to get most of my value from the application. They made a really good decision for me to be directed here first, because the first thing I'm going to want to do in the actual application is create booking types, edit my meeting types and everything like that, get my sharing link, my embedding link, everything. So it's perfect. Dashboard gives me a really good overview though. So when I know I know when I want to start booking meetings and stuff, I can come here and see like my overview of my analytics and top booking types, whatever I have upcoming, copy my links here, and they show me that they have premium features available, but they're locked behind a paywall. That's a really great choice. It gives me an incentive to want to upgrade. Say I want to charge for my meetings. I see here they did kind of like a pretty good idea here where they have the PayPal, and I can edit this. I can see here that payment method, charge for those bookings. So they have like a demo of what a meeting would look like if I charge for it. And then in the Get Started with TidyCal, one of the steps they have is connect Stripe or PayPal to make money. Click on that and it brings me right to the configuration screen. I like this interactive demo thing here. Connect your Stripe or PayPal. Okay. Right here, they just make it really simple and really straightforward. They are treating me like I'm 5 years older, and I really like it. And from here, what's really great too is that one of the primary getting started steps it takes me to this payment screen, but then I also can see this integrations page, which softly introduced me to more features available here. I can see I can add more calendars, still connect my Calendly account. I can do video conferences from here, auto add meeting URLs, payments. I can connect Google Analytics, SMS. I see that it's behind paywalls. If I'm coming from Calendly and I'm used to these kind of things, it's showing me that these kinds of things exist in the software and that it's just behind a paywall, but I can expect to be able to use some of the things that maybe that like some of the maybe more power user things that I expect from Calendly. Really good. This is really cool. So I looked in this menu here, feedback. I've never seen this in an application before, and I've never done it before, and I think I'm going to start. This is a fantastic idea. So they have a whole section dedicated to people submitting feature requests. Now, usually what I've done and what I've seen other people do is they just say, even big companies like Zoom do this, where it's just like submit a support ticket or submit a feature request ticket, and we'll get back to you, blah blah blah. These guys make it interactive. So I can submit an idea and see my idea here, and other people can upvote it. I can participate in telling the company that this is important to me as well. And we can all work together as a user base to give the company direction on what most important features they need to focus on. This really does a lot to have your users feel like they're being heard. So things they did well. Functionalities are really, really good. They have all these integrations are absolutely what you would need from the top calendar providers. I can connect with Calendly, so if I'm coming from Calendly, I don't have to stop what I'm doing already. I can work this into my existing behavior and see if it's going to actually work for me long term. I could even do this on a free level. I don't have to pay for it yet. Payments makes it really, really simple to have everything you'll need to run a business and from Zoom meetings. Nothing is overly fancy. It delivers on the simplicity promise. Nothing, this is all very, very simple looking stuff. This is very simple. Dashboard is incredibly simple. I can create booking types like without hardly even thinking about it. It's just a simple form. They've also included up here some other useful tools that I'll probably need if I'm using this software. Other replacements that they've made for more expensive things from bigger companies. This feedback page, absolutely killer feature. It just seems like so simple, and I'm like, how did I think of that? Things that need to work. Landing page. Their value proposition here is simplicity. But if I look at Calendly, this is pretty simple to use. This is not a difficult platform to use whatsoever. My point is that simplicity would not really be the reason why I would want to switch away from Calendly. For the standard package, it's $120 annually. If I go to TidyCal versus $30 one time, that needs to be first and foremost. We need the the primary value proposition here is the price. This is extremely cool. They need to make it stupid proof. The reviews look horrible. I think they're great reviews. They look all real. They're done poorly. But this is amazing. This is the number one thing, the most important, most effectual thing on the entire landing page is this dashboard. I mean, it's just it is a really simple software, but you look at the design language here on Calendly, and the first thing you see here, I mean, this is so clean. There's a lot of thought put into the design here. This is really amateur, and you got this grainy situation going on, this really ugly picture of a lock. These are just things that could be better and make it feel less cheap. I'm pretty sure this is built in React, but Material UI is free. And this is what I built stuff in. And look how clean and beautiful that looks in compared to the design language of this. It could just have like a fresh coat of paint, I think, and a little bit more time spent on it. Look how awful this navigation thing looks. It doesn't look centered to me. It looks fine. I'm just saying, when you look at the difference between this and this, bookings, things to do better. These icons look cheap. Module expansion. I can click on this side menu and then it opens it up. That's good. But when I'm kind of scrolling down here, add a down arrow. It goes down when I click on this and expands. And then when I click on something else, it goes up and it shows me down arrow. It's very small. It really helps to communicate expandability and collapsibility. Themes. you have to edit themes from the booking type pages. What's the point of having a themes page if I can't customize my themes on the themes page? Open your booking page. Oh, okay. Now I have to do the theme here. Primary color. Let's make the primary color red. I don't see that being applied anywhere. Oh, update theme. I don't see it working. That needs to be fixed. Ensure to underpromise and overdeliver. If you can't do customizable themes right now, say it's coming soon and work on it later. Don't ship stuff that kind of works and kind of doesn't. This help button doesn't work at all. If I copy link address and then I paste it, it's just a semicolon. So that needs to be fixed. Final thoughts. This is a good app. It is. It's a good replacement for Calendly. I think they do a really great job of making it easy for me to migrate. They do a really great job of making it so that I can still use Calendly like I'm usually doing, but also seeing if for free I can actually move over to this software and save tons of money. And it's a simple interface. It has all the features that I expect. The landing page needs communication work. It needs a little bit of this. The primary value proposition needs to be more front and center. I'm using this because I want to spend way less money on having all these great features and being able to do all these things that Calendly does and not have to spend an arm and a leg to do it. And needs to be made a little bit more dummy proof and a little bit cleaner and nicer and prettier. The design language looks a little cheap. It looks outdated. This is ugly. It may hire a designer to redesign a little bit, spruce it up, get it a little bit closer to the experience of using Calendly. That way it already kind of is a no-brainer for me to use this over Calendly because it's so much cheaper. But if you make it a similar experience visually, it would be almost absurd for me not to use this instead of Calendly. Don't promise days you can't deliver. Themes, this is unfinished. It doesn't even make any sense to me how themes work. The page customization is unfinished. It doesn't seem to work right, or maybe I don't know how to use it right. There's no real help stuff. Like there's some gentle help for getting started on the most basic things, but the help thing doesn't work. And there's no demos. The integrations are amazing. The features are amazing. The creating of the booking it's very simple. It's a little bit outdated looking, but there needs to be like some minor refinements made. It'd be cooler if it was better icons. Really stupid stuff like that. The feedback feature is freaking bananas. Like I am 100% going to be doing this on every application that I make from here on out. The advertisement of the premium features, I see that you have the features. I see what the features would do. I have many opportunities to see why I want to improve as I'm using Calendly and then integrate with Calendly and figuring out how it's going to replace Calendly. I see that, oh, I can't do that here. Let's see if it's an extra feature. It is. I got to pay for it. Cool. Pay for it. Other than that, it's a really good application. You make me an offer I absolutely cannot refuse if you also hit that box of it feels like using Calendly. I get all the same functionality as using Calendly, and I'm paying less than a fraction of the price. I would be an idiot not to take this deal and use this instead. But if you are already paying the $120 a year and you really like the way it feels, because that's a big deal, you would probably want to try this software, I think. But the way it feels matters. It matters a lot. It's still a good deal and it's a good idea to use this instead. It's not an offer you can't refuse yet. Once they make it feel like using Calendly, then it'll be an offer you can't refuse, and you're just gonna have to use TidyCal. That's all I got for this review. Remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel to get a weekly app review from a senior tech lead, and try to learn some stuff to build your own apps or starting your own small companies and everything like that. It's gonna get more and more important as AI keeps taking our jobs. So right after I had finished filming and editing the video, they seem to have released a new update addressing my main concern, which is that it doesn't feel like using Calendly and it's very amateur. And this looks great. It looks really great. So they have pretty much done it to the point where using this app is kind of an offer you can't refuse. If you're using Calendly and you can get all the features that you need in this app, you should switch 100%.